To my face.
Oh, sorry. Cover your towel.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's Friday evening and we are getting Michael prepared to go to his dad's house. We start off by shampoo, conditioning, detangling, and blow drying his hair to prep him to get it braided by his aunt over the weekend. Making it feel like a spa experience has helped with him remaining calm during the entire process from start to finish, and I think he loves it. After I finish blow drying his hair, I oil and massage his scalp. I love getting through this process without any tears, and it has taken many changes to our routine to get here, but I think we've found our groove to have a successful wash day for Michael. I love to see his reaction every single time we blow it out and how long it's gotten.
This is it?
We just wrapped up Kingston's final basketball season with his middle school. If you're not subscribed to my sports channel, go follow the Sports Mom Edition to keep up with their sports journey from a mom's point of view. To stay on top of editing those games, I do a little editing each night so that I don't feel overwhelmed trying to edit the video in one sitting before it's time to film the next one. I've learned that my 30s are all about rediscovering what you loved as a teenager and doing it again, but this time without the shame and without the judgment. As a teenager, I was a Dear Diary girl. I'm a Cancer through and through, full of emotions. As an adult, I've learned to harness those emotions, and journaling has helped me with this tremendously. I picked it back up after going through a traumatic relationship in 2022 and haven't stopped since. The more I talk things out with my journal, the more quiet I became with people dedicated to misunderstanding me. I journal about any and everything on my mind, from how my day went, what phase the moon is in, how I'm feeling during each cycle phase, creative ideas, or research I'm doing on something I've learned. I try to journal every night before I lay down. After dumping everything from my mind, I can fall asleep easily and peacefully. before Valentine's Day, Bray asked if I was going to see the Bob Marley movie, and I had no idea a movie was coming out about him. I don't have cable, y'all, so I don't see a lot of commercials. He tells me it's coming out on Valentine's Day and asks if I wanted to go. Absolutely. We didn't make it on Valentine's Day, but we went the first weekend that we were free. I was just spilling over with joy between going on a Sunday with my middle boy and seeing a Bob Marley movie. Oh, shucks.
Please enjoy the movie.
Enjoyed it. I did, to the absolute fullest. From the time the movie started, I was smiling from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. It literally took me back to 2009 when I'm first out of my parents' house, finding myself, discovering the things that Jasmine loves, that make Jasmine happy, and Bob Marley's music was one of those things. I discovered his music back in 2008, 2009, somewhere between the period of graduating high school and before having Kingston. I found his music, and I loved the way his music made me feel. It made me feel a sense of calmness, a sense of peace. No matter what song it was, everything just felt, everything's gonna be all right. That's what everything felt like. And I remember, if you knew me back then, Jasmine had all the colors on. She had on red, yellow, green, black. I had a knitted hat that I would wear over my box braids, earrings, Bob Marley. I bought a Bob Marley jacket. Anything, if I ever saw anything with Bob Marley on it, I had it. My mom went on a trip to Jamaica. She brought me back a Bob Marley bag, earrings. I just loved Bob Marley. I didn't just love his music. I also loved the message behind his music, what he stood for. I used to tell people all the time, that would have been my person. He is my person now, and he's no longer physically here. When I got pregnant with Kingston, I knew, which is my oldest son, I knew I wanted to give him a unique and different name that wasn't common. I didn't want to name him Bob because that wasn't powerful enough for me. I also didn't want to name him Marley. For me, Marley was just a little bit more feminine. And I was, just doing research on Bob Marley, looking at his history from birth, basically his story. And I stumbled upon Kingston. He wasn't born in Kingston, but he did live a great part of his life in Kingston. And I remember the day that I read that, that's it. That's his name. His name is Kingston. And I remember everybody hated it. No, how are you going to name him Kingston? What kind of name is Kingston, y'all? There is no other name fit for this child. It is the best name for him. But just being in the movie, watching his story, watching it, all the pieces that made him him, and the message and the change that he made in the world, I loved it. I loved the entire movie. I cannot wait for it to come out for me to purchase it, because I will be purchasing that movie. Bray didn't enjoy it to the capacity that I did, but he did like it. I loved it. I smiled the entire movie, and if you haven't seen it and it's still in the theaters in your area, go watch it. You'll love it, I promise. Happy Sunday. This is my first time getting in front of the camera this entire weekend because I've just felt busy. I've recorded clips, as we're doing stuff, because I knew I wanted to document what we were getting done, but I just didn't get in front of the camera to say hey. So it's Sunday. This is pretty much going to be a reset day for me to prepare for the week, to get me in a position where I'm not stopping for food for convenience, running out of gas, needing to do a million things on top of the million things I already have to do during the week. So today I'm getting ready to check the tire pressure in my tires, clean my car out, go to the grocery store, wash some clothes, just basically get everything set up and prepared for the week. We have work this week, we have wrestling practice 2 nights this week, and then Kingston will also be going to train for basketball 2 days this week. And then next weekend, he has an AAU tryout. So definitely want to get myself set up to succeed this week. And one thing I also want to do is cook. I don't want to stop at Aggie's. I don't want to stop at Highway 55. I don't want to stop at Wendy's. I don't want to eat out for dinner at all this week. And I actually want to cook before I pick the boys up from school, and we eat before 5 o'clock because we're home before 5. And we did that one night this week where they ate before they went to wrestling practice, and they did fine. I mean, Kingston probably made him like a little snack before he laid down for bed, but the goal is to eat before 5 o'clock. So I'm just gonna bring you guys along with me as I go throughout my day, different snippets, things that I get. I might do a grocery haul, it depends. I've got a juice order to make today, so it's 11:57 and I need to go ahead and get started because I want to be at home relaxed and chilling by 6 to 7. I currently drive a 2004 Toyota 4Runner. Yes, my girl is 20 years old, but she's been a good ride. I blew a head gasket in 2020 and had the engine rebuilt, but it's been downhill ever since. I want a new car, and I feel that to manifest anything you desire, you have to be grateful for where you're at now with what you have now. Although we've broken down more times than I can count in the past 2 years, we're still getting from point A to point B. I'm not the best with car maintenance, and that's something I'm going to work on this year, but I do love a clean car. That's kind of hard to keep up with 3 kids and a busy schedule, so a part of my Sunday reset is washing and vacuuming my car to prepare for our busy week. Sitting in the sun helps improve my mood, sleep, performance, and motivation. I don't make it out here every day to just sit, but I do try to as much as possible to prevent burnout later in the week. I really want to get some chairs to sit out here. Maybe not even chairs, maybe like a love seat sofa setup, like something I can lounge in. Your girl is in her juicing era, okay? I started juicing in 2022, and week after week, I've been juicing ever since. Here, I'm prepping my juices for the next couple of days. I'm making a juice I named Crown Royalty. It's made with red cabbage, pineapple, and apples. Cabbage is good for the vitamin C content. It helps boost immunity, fights inflammation and arthritis. Cabbage also aids in healthy bones and reduces the risk of osteoporosis, combats chronic disease, and promotes a healthy gut. When I have ginger, I add that too, but this particular day I didn't have any ginger. Before Michael gets home, I'm going to rest and relax. I had a productive weekend, and the week will only be even more productive. So I try to prioritize rest as much as I can. Not necessarily sleeping, even though I love a good nap, but just sitting down and relaxing my body and my mind. Michael's home. This is how Aunt Lois braided his hair this time. He got plaits going down. Lift your head this way. Bring it this way. Michael, what do you think about your hairstyle?
It's from PS5.
What does that mean?
That means I like it.